Making dreams come true. Hi, I'm Rebecca. Welcome to Love Improv.
And I'm Sherry.
So we have just been dialoguing about our dreams and how to make dreams come true. And you were asking me, what does that mean? So what does that mean to you when I say, I want to make my dreams come true?
Well, there's just so many categories of dreams, I think. So we kind of have to, maybe based on our discussion here, just funnel down to one topic. What kind of dream are you thinking of?
Well, yeah, because there's the dreams that we have in our sleep that are like little quilts of thoughts, and then there's imagination, sort of the daydreaming that we do while sitting in a cubicle with pictures of cats posted to the whatever your cubicle looks like. And then there's the dreams I think I'm referring to. It's like goals, aspirations, intent. Like there's a direction to the dream, to the dreaming.
Creating some type of structure to your dream.
Yeah.
Somewhat.
Yeah. So even with Love Improv, there was a moment that both you and I shared. And it was when we were hiking. You want to tell the story?
Well, we were just coming up with all these incredible ideas and conversations that were so rich. And we're thinking, what are we doing here? You know, we both really want similar things. And I have been working very hard, as she has, and putting together all these different creative ideas. And I know there's lots of people out there that are really creative in different genres. And your heart just beats so fast thinking about it. You just and you're just like, oh, I know this has got to be right. You know, just feel it down to your bones. And so I was like, well, I have all these other things I want to do. There's some things I have to do, but the things I really want to do, I really need a nudge. And she's like, I'll kick you in the butt.
Yeah, and I was all like, all right, let's GSD. Get shit done. And so now we're here and really want to help you with that process, because you might be watching this video being like, oh my gosh, I want to write a book, or I want to change jobs, or I don't really know how to navigate this relationship. I don't know whether to get into it or get out of it or to maintain it. Whatever your heart song is, your heart desire, like really dropping into how do you take what you're feeling in here and make it manifest, make it real out here.
Sounds like a great workshop.
Yeah, well, if we can ever get it together, we will. We'll have several workshops. One of them will be breakup rehab, and that's something, one of our other dreams and projects. And so how you do it is you just, I think, sort through, the logistics, right? And you have been a businesswoman, so you know about logistics. I'm wondering, like, when you think about it,
you kind of have to move a little away from the creative side to get to that logistic side. What's real? What's possible?
Yeah.
I mean, we could keep dreaming, but what can we do right now?
Yeah.
Give ourselves some timelines.
Right.
Does that sound good?
Yeah, just assess the logistics and give yourself really solid deadlines to say, by March I'm going to write the first chapter of my book, and then you commit to it. You can't be loosey-goosey. You say, yes, this is what I'm going to do, and you create the time in your life to do that.
I think commit is the number one.
Right.
That's the number one. It has to be.
Yeah.
Because when you commit, you're putting your full throttle together there. That's, that has to be number one priority, is commitment. And that's actually one of the hardest ones. Because life is still happening around you.
And we live in a place, well, if you live in America, there are so many options. You can literally get whatever you want within probably a day, more or less. I mean, it's just, so to really pick one thing means that you have to give up some other things. But the thing you're picking, the reason that's where you're going is because your heart, there's something inside your bones and your breath that's making you say, like, okay, I am going to pursue this music career or working for Staples because eventually it's going to support. So when I say that, people take jobs that don't necessarily look like their dream, but they're in support of the next step.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all have to deal with money. We all have to deal with the financial concerns.
Mm. And that may not be the actual passion dream.
Mm-hmm.
That might just be a side thing.
Right,
I call it a vehicle to get you there.
right.
It's a means to an end, and you still need to have some joy with it for sure. But it certainly even makes you more committed to that goal and that dream of transferring over to what it is you really want to do.
I know for me and the vehicle that I'm in right now, I rub up against a lot of discomfort or edges of saying like, this doesn't feel quite right. And actually that is even more motivating to move forward, to take the next step. So don't, I would say number 2, don't let discomfort be defeat. Let discomfort be the thing that sort of you rub up against and you recognize even more deeply that you want to move forward. You know, because so often we can feel uncomfortable, feel like something's wrong, and then wallow in it. Instead, look at it as an opportunity to better know yourself and to take direction.
I think the next thing would be to be comfortable with failure, as that is just perfecting what it is you're going to be doing. And so self-confidence is huge.
I love that. Say that last part again. The perfecting piece.
That you're just perfecting what it is that you want to be doing. I mean, it's giving you that failure piece. It's not really failing.
Yeah.
It's just showing you another way.
It's just showing you another way. Henry Ford says that no one built a reputation on things they were going to do. So to put yourself out there, to say like, here I am, I'm alive, and I'm willing to take the risk and possibly not get the original outcome I was looking for. And that goes back a little bit to taking jobs that are the vehicle towards your ultimate goal, right? It's that's not actually a failing, it's just a moving forward.
Well, what I mean by failing is just like the stumbling, the tripping, the really like making errors or what appears to look like errors, but it's not. You know, again, you're just perfecting everything that you're moving forward with. And so, and when you are also balancing or trying to balance those two different things, which is reality and what you really want to be here, your purpose. This feels like more your purpose, but this is actually the vehicle, put food on the table and gas in the car to get you to these places that you need to go.
Yeah.
So, and I think that once you're trying to balance that, you're really a little more, what's the word I'm looking for? You might find it a little easier to just give up. How about that?
Yeah, to get disappointed. Except both you and I are writers as well, and some of you might be poets, writers, or like to read. And typos happen often when you are trying the creative process, trying to get a thought, or you use the wrong word. So you go back and edit. You just edit. I think that would be kind of like the fourth thing, is giving yourself the grace to not be perfect, to not say, you know, it has to be right the first time or even the 50th time. I can always go back and refine and edit the process.
I like the edit.
Yeah.
That sounds great.
Backspace, delete, try again. You know?
Oh, thank God we're not on real typewriters anymore and all the whiteout we used to use. Some people probably don't know what a typewriter is, but it is a little bit annoying.
Yeah.
Those sound all like really good points. The final one would be I don't know. What do you think? Marketing? The marketing of your goal?
Well, to keep keep moving forward.
Perseverance.
Persevere.
Yeah.
And that comes back to whatever this is, whatever the dream, the original goal is, to not lose sight of it, to return to that original place. You can still be fluid with it, but there's something inside of you that will just know, yes, this is the direction I want to go in. And you stay with it through all the logistics, through the failures, through the disappointment, all the way to the realization.
Yes.
All the way to the realization.
I think that sounds great. I think our goals are going to come true, and we're pretty sure yours will too. And if we can do anything to help, just let us know.
I think a great way to end it is on a high five.
High five! Woo!
Thanks for watching. I'm Rebecca. Keep it sexy.
And I'm Sherry. Love courageously.